A few years ago, I would have told you to never, ever, ever upload an image that has text on it to a website. But times have now changed, and I've noticed that some really big brands are doing this. So we're now seeing stores adding text onto their product images. And then I realized that actually this is something that Amazon sellers have been doing for years. According to Amazon, products that have those infographic style images as their product photos get a 25% better conversion rate compared to products that just have basic product photos. How wild is that? 25% is huge. So it's really interesting and makes sense that stores are taking a leaf out of Amazon's like crazy successful playbook. So I recently tried this on a client project and I realized that it made a really good mini service, and you all know we love a mini service here at Luna, but one that I can add onto my existing packages or also offer to previous clients. So I'm going to walk you through the strategy for creating these images, because there are a few things that you need to know so that it doesn't actually hurt conversion rates. And if you're new around here, hi, my name is Chloe. My business partner Hannah and I teach how to create beautiful looking stores but that also convert. That's something I'm really passionate about, and this product image strategy is a really great way to do just that. So let's get into it. So the reason this strategy works so well is because this top part of the website is called the above the fold, and it's crucial to like any page in the store, but on the product page we're literally so close to making a sale that we just got to tip them over the edge to make that purchase. And if this top part isn't engaging or doesn't like grab their attention, then we're going to lose them. And on mobile, of course, it's like the first thing that they see. It takes up like 80% of the screen, and shoppers are spending a long time on this carousel. And let's face it, we're all just used to swiping on like Instagram and stuff, so it just feels like second nature to just be swiping. And some of the audits that I've done on client stores actually showed that shoppers are really not scrolling down further than that top section where the product form is, which is crazy. So every time that I design a store now, I really think about that person that just isn't scrolling down very far. So it just shows how important this section is, and adding in content in a way that's really easy to digest can just be super powerful. Okay, so the client that we did this for is the lovely Magdalene. She has a brand called Hello Updo where they make silk hair accessories that have some really great like product benefits, which is why I thought she'd be really great for this. Her products are absolutely stunning. I mean, look at these scarves. They are just beautiful. So yes, the products look beautiful, but the thing that's actually going to make people part with their money is knowing that they actually do something and can really help. Plus, nearly 70% of her shoppers are on mobile, so I thought that her store could really benefit from this. So once we had designed and built the rest of the store, that's when I started on the product images. But it was really important to get the copy finalized before anything else, so I didn't just like spend ages designing everything only for her to have loads of changes that didn't actually fit with the design. So all of the copy was already here on the product descriptions and in the key benefits. So really it just needed reorganizing and chopping down so that it would fit on a product image. So although I'm not a copywriter, I always like to make things as easy as possible for my clients. So I thought that I would kind of give her a starting point and kind of show her what I would add, and then just check with her that all of that was okay. You really just want the first image to be what the product is, because it'll often be pulled to other sales channels. So like if it comes up in Google or other channels like TikTok or whatever. So we just want to have the first one as plain, no text on it. So I was suggesting that we would just have the normal product images, and then the first one with text on would have these points on. So we have 100% pure silk hair scrunchie and then 4 benefits. Now, I really think it's important not to have too many things on this. We don't want it to look chaotic or cluttered. We want it to be really easy to understand. So I would say at the most have like 5, might even be pushing it. So, but I think like having 4 here just keeps it pretty clean. And then the interesting thing about Magdalene scrunchies is that they actually come in 2 different sizes for different hair types. And she was finding that a lot of customers were accidentally ordering the wrong size or kind of weren't exactly sure on what this meant. So one of our goals was to make this really easy to understand. So I'm thinking we would have the 2 different sizes very clearly with text over the top. So we would have biggish here and then smallish here, just really clear. And then I did the same for the other product. So we have the night silk bonnet, again, with all the benefits, and then the 2 sizes. And I said, like, I will make this image good for comparison, so that they were like merged together, because these were 2 different images. So I just did the same for the other products, and then also had this slide that was for every product. So these images would be added to every product that she has. So the first one is that Hello Updo have this amazing system where they call it the Hello Updo method, where the products can be used at every point of the day to help the hair health. So I really wanted to educate customers on that as much as possible because it's such a USP of her brand. I wanted to include an image on every product of this system to make sure that it couldn't be missed. So I wasn't sure exactly what that image would look like yet, but I just had the text that I wanted her to confirm, and then also just something about Hello Updo, who we are, like her tagline, and then I wanted to use this image, but I said I'll make it the correct size. So I sent these off to the client, and obviously I told her a deadline that she had to do it by. If you don't say deadlines, then that is where projects drag on. So in the end, she just had a couple of copy changes that she could just make herself, and then we were good to go. So then I got to work designing. I used Figma for this, but you can literally use anything you want. So I just added another page just to keep things organized. So that's PDP info images. And I also added in some inspiration. So these are some from Dew and also topicals, so that I kind of had an idea of like what I was going for. So do you remember at the beginning when I said that there are a few things that we need to do so that it doesn't actually hurt conversions? Typically with websites, you don't want to embed text and images because firstly, it's really bad for SEO because Google can't read that text if it's on an image. And then secondly, it's also really bad for accessibility, so with screen readers and things. So that's why we're not replacing any of this text. All of this text is still visible in the product descriptions. It's just kind of organized in a different way. But the other reason you usually don't want to do it is for mobile devices because all the scaling is going to be wrong. So we had to make sure that the sizing was right. So I used 44 point size here, and the dimensions I used were 1308 by 1745. Doesn't really matter like a huge amount. If your product images in your store are square, then you need to do them square. Just make sure that they're high enough resolution so that they don't look all pixelated and horrible. But something really important is that the product should really be the hero of the image. We're really not detracting or distracting with all this text. It's like supporting it. So that's why I've used like white text. It just kind of complements it rather than like overpowers it. The product images are really beautiful, like these model shots, like she's got really good photography, so I really don't want to take away from that. So these are all the product images that I did, and then the ones at the bottom are the ones that will go on every product that are more kind of about the brand. And the reason these are important is we always have to remember that people might be landing on the product page direct from Google. They might not know anything about the brand. They might be coming from an ad. So just educating a little bit about the brand is important. So I think this is a really nice way of doing it. So once I'd done these, I sent them over to the client and just to get them approved before I uploaded them to her live store. So once they were all done, I could just export them. So I just selected all of them and then went down here and clicked export. I did them at 2 times, but I think that was maybe a little bit too big, and I did them at 1.5 after that. But you don't need to worry too much about uploading images to Shopify that are compressed because Shopify actually does that compression for you. So once they were all exported, I could just go into the store and upload them. So you can actually do this with the bulk editor and bulk edit like this. And then you can just go to media and add them all. Let's go down here. Add them all here. So that can be a good option if you're adding like lots of the same images. But I actually wanted to do it individually just because she didn't have that many products, and I wanted to be able to move them around and like see how they were looking as I was doing it, especially because her store was live, so I didn't want to mess up at all. And then we were done. So these are the final product images. So obviously the first one is just a plain image. The second one goes into the product benefits. You see the text does look really big here, but the majority of shoppers are going to be on their phones where this is a lot smaller. So that's why we have to consider that. And then like this is such a better way than just having these images here without any context, that you can literally see like this is how you wear it in the night, this is how you can wear it in the daytime, and then a bit about the brand here, and this one too. Okay, so that is my full process. Remember that this can be a really great add-on to your packages, or also you could go back to previous clients and ask if they'd like it as sort of like a mini service. If you liked this video and you want to check out more mini services and add-ons to your services, then Hannah does a really great video here all about the shop sales channel and some really practical things that you can do for your clients to help get them more conversions. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.